Hey everybody, I just finished doing my devotional on Jonah a few minutes ago. I was interrupted by YouTube canceling the first stream of my devotional and telling me that I was using copyrighted audio, which is so funny to me because it's just my voice. But I'm gonna re-record what I was saying about my introduction to Jonah because it got cut off and it's not in the part two video. So if you're just joining, hi, my name is Callie, and I've been on staff with the Navigators for 6 years. I'm excited to share about Jonah. And if you're watching this after you watched part two, totally fine. I'm just gonna give some background on how I got into looking at Jonah. Um, I have a 4 month old daughter. Her name is Alicia. She's really beautiful, and she wakes me up in the middle of the night several times because she's hungry and she's little, and that's totally fine. But me, I like my sleep, and I don't get consistent sleep right now. Haven't for the past 6 months or so, including before she was born at the end of pregnancy. And so I am not always the happiest when I need to wake up either in the middle of the night or early in the morning to be with her or to take care of her. Um, and so one morning last week, I was awake at 7 or 7:30, which isn't that early, but it always feels really early when I haven't had a full night of sleep. And I was not happy about being awake. And so once I had taken care of her, I was going back to bed because my husband Brendan was taking her for the first part of the morning so I could get a little more rest. And I was trying to go back to sleep and I was just so angry. I did not want to deal with it. I did not want to be awake. And I heard this question in my mind: do you do well to be angry? And that is a question that God asks to Jonah at the end of the book of Jonah two different times in chapter 4. And me being my tired and angry self was immediately responding to him, I don't want to deal with that right now. So I'm just going to go to sleep and then I'll look at Jonah later. And so I did that later that day. It was not right after I woke up. I went and read through Jonah and I thought, heck, why not? I'll read through it. I'll study it. I haven't looked at it in a while. And so I started looking at it and I made the decision that I wanted to memorize it. I haven't done any memorizing of like a big chunk of scripture in a couple of years. And as Rich Jarvie pointed out a couple weeks ago when we were going into this quarantine, this is a great time to have extra time to spend with God and spend studying the Word. And my initial response to that thought was, well, I'm so busy. I have a daughter and a house to take care of. But that's not a reason to not spend time with God. It's possible to be with him in and around and in between all those things that I'm doing around my home. And so I decided to spend time in Jonah. So I'm working on memorizing this book. We'll see how long it takes me, but I'm 6 verses in right now. So I'm going to add another 3 today. But thank you for bearing with the technological issues. Not sure why YouTube thought I was worth canceling, but that's okay. So thank you for joining for part one. And if you're going to part two, just know that I was starting up in the middle of getting cut off and then restarting. So yeah, thanks for bearing with us. Have a great day.